Have a good night.
Hello, is this Domino's? I would like a medium pan crust pizza with ham, pineapple, and if you have it, I heard my really good friend Slinky is a huge fan of pickles on his pizza.
All right, what's bonking, y'all? Here we have my dearest friend, my wholesome homie, the anime protagonist himself, the dude that will literally you have the worst day, it's all cloudy, but then here comes the little light opening up the clouds. Boom! Ryvytalize shows up, knocks away all the bad vibes. My dear friend, I'm pointing the wrong way. Ryvytalize, go check him out. I promise you, you'll feel a little bit better every time you're done watching this stream. My dude Ry.
I don't even know what to say to that. I'll just say I hate taking compliments, so thank you for that. That was very kind. Thank you for that. That was the after a good lovely work week, school groove wise. That was the welcoming boost for my weekend. So thank you.
You're welcome. Sorry, I passed a little bit of gas earlier. How you been, my dude?
Dude, I'm good, man. It's good. It's been a very quick summer. It was my first week back school-wise, which is so weird to think about. It's good. It's so same old, same old, same cringe, same dad jokes, talking to my OG about, pickles on Chick-fil-A sandwiches or not, tomato, potatoes, same thing and whatnot.
Oh. So. I don't want to hurt me with the thought of pickles. I don't appreciate that.
Well, wait, I have to ask, how was your day? How was your week?
You really want to know? You really care about my day?
Dude, I do, man. I want to know what's up with Slinky. What's happening in your life, man?
All right. I'm gonna be straight up honest here. My day was really good. However, I tossed and turned a lot last night because this morning for work, I had to do a big presentation in front of 100+ employees. And it was just one PowerPoint presentation about security stuff. But it was the big wigs are there. I'm anyway, so I woke up this morning and my heart felt like it was just gonna explode. I'm I just woke up and I'm level 20 anxiety already. The palms sweaty. I'm all right, that's how we're gonna start today. I'm driving to work, giving myself the pep talk. I do the thing. After it's all over, I'm I was maybe I should call in. On the way to work, I'm if I call in, I don't have to do this. Somebody else will have to do it. But then I'm no. Every inch of my body is screaming to not do it. So I'm therefore, I have to do it. Chase that adrenaline. Build it.
Totally.
After that, great day. Now I'm chilling out with my best pal, Ry. What's bunking?
Yo. Well, first, I'm sure you rocked. Actually, it's so fun. I had a presentation today too.
Really?
Yeah, actually, it was about just teaching resources, online resources, all that stuff. That same thing. It's so weird. That's so, man, dude. Were we at the same presentation maybe the entire time? Were you the dude? I knew it. No, I'm just kidding. I wish. Dude, that's awesome you're presenting that though. Yeah, that sucks for the anxiety group. Real talk. It's so understandable. I always have that too whenever it's I get back in the groove of something after taking a break from summer or having a vacation from work. It's always that subtle anxiety of it. But dude, just knowing you, man, just knowing the persona you have, the dare I say just the essence of you, you definitely rocked it. I definitely know you. You definitely made it more entertaining than someone who's so hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk to you about our Lord and Savior, Bonkety Bonk.
Yes.
So yeah.
That's actually what I said. That's how I started.
I knew it. I knew
you
it.
Got me. Except a little more cheery and wearing a tie. That's all it was. So Ry, if you don't mind me saying, I know you're already talking a lot about school and stuff. On the topic, can I say what your profession is?
Oh, of course, yeah. I'm perfectly cool with that.
So Ry do be a teacher. And now, I've always wanted to know, has a student found out your secret identity?
So it's so interesting because when I started streaming, I thought to myself, I don't want to take my stream persona and take it to school. And people have said to me, I've had a few friends who were weirdly envious, just about the Twitch stuff. I don't know why. But like I remember like they're like, oh, you're doing like your stream was really good. You must have like told all your students, and that's how like why people watch you and stuff like that. But like, yeah, it's so weird, right? But no, I don't tell any of my students. I just figure when I teach, there's just that like, don't get me wrong, I'm still like who I am like when I stream is very similar. But you know, when I do teach, it's a little different, and I figure if I brought Twitch into it, it would almost kind of dismantle that wall of professionalism. Like it would almost just kind of, I feel like I would almost not be taken seriously. And you know, parents can get riled up over every little thing sometimes, and I can imagine they say, you know what they get riled up over? Oh, that Mr. Vitalize, I wish that was my last name. That Mr. Vitalize guy used Richter in Super Smash Bros. I don't know, you know, people like they're so wonky over this or that.
You get canceled, dude.
Yeah, right. Man, I have had a few times. It was a few weeks ago. I had a student who is still in school, and it was during a game of Among Us.
Oh.
And they use remnants of my real name and all that stuff. And I ignored it, and then I said, "Oh, that's so." I'm like, I'm not sure who that is. You know, I would be just like that, and it's so funny because through like our school, they sent me an email, and they said, "I found your doppelganger on this website called Twitch," and they sent me a screenshot of myself. And I'm like, that's so weird. Man, I told Ryvytalize, I wear my glasses like now just because like I've been looking at screens so often and whatnot, just give my eyes a break and whatnot, honestly. But I'm like, when I teach, I'm going to wear my glasses just for that little like Clark Kent distinction. So that's like the closest I've had, but it's so funny. I still literally have like the emails. I'll even send you like the picture they show me, and you'll be like, that's you. It's just it is me. I'm just gonna pretend I'm a doppelganger. I'm sure like they're in my anime club, so I'm sure next year they will bring it up. I'm like, that's so weird. I'm like Twitch, I've heard of it.
It's funny that you mentioned the like whole Clark Kent thing. Okay, so it's not with like stream for me because I don't really care. It was like I worked 7 minutes away from where I lived, so it's like anytime I went out, and like my work is like a big like heavy like community-based thing. To get very like familiar with the locals, right? Because they're like your clients. Anyways, I see them like multiple times a week. It happened a lot where I would like go out to Walmart or whatever, and then I would see like a client, and they'd be like, "Hey, it's you," and I'm like, "Yeah, it's me," and they're like, you know, like they'd chat or whatever and like talk about work, and I'm like, okay, that's nice sometimes, you know. But then other times it would be like, "Hey, you're from the bank," and then they'd be like, "Can you help me with like my app real quick?" Or like, why does this happen? Or like, why did y'all like close this like, or why did y'all stop doing this thing? And I'm like, you know, or I'd be like out with my like wife or girlfriend at the time, who's now wife, and then it'd be like, you're from the bank. And sometimes it'd be like cool, they'd like chat with me and like give you like discounts or whatever, or give you like free food, or like, don't worry about your meal or whatever. And I'm like, that's nice, and I never expect that, and I never ask for it. And I'm like, are you sure or whatever? But then they're like, yeah, no, you help me out. I'm like, that's nice. But then other times it's like, hey, you know, after like so many times, I'm just like, I think I would rather not be recognized. So then for like a while, when I'd like leave to go out for work, I would like wear or when I'd leave, like to go to the store or anything, I'm like, all right, I'm to take off my glasses, time to put in my contacts and like walk out, and guess what? It works. For some odd reason. It just works. I don't understand. Anyways, since we were talking about job, I wanted to answer a question that he asked us. I guess it applies to both of us. When you become big, will you keep my current job? Whenever that happens. Whenever. No, I have a very like serious rule where I won't quit my job to like go full time unless I make 1.5 what I, because like my job has extreme benefits that are ridiculous to like pass up. How about you, Rai?
Honestly, teaching's my dream job. So even if I made like, it's just for me, like I would rather, there is nothing I would rather be doing than teaching. That's like, that makes me the happiest Rai I can be. So I will say, like, if I was like super thriving with Twitch, like it could be anything, and I would still want to teach. I think, you know, I think what I would almost want to do is I would very much still teach without a doubt, right? I would still teach without a doubt. I still want to put my all into Twitch, just like I feel like, you know what, like I feel like just the vibe I get from you, you know, you're putting so much into your job, you're putting so much into Twitch, and so just because it's like not your only focus doesn't mean you can't put your all into it, which I think you do put your all into it though. So it's like I don't think there's a reason to like give up my job. I can literally have my cake and eat it too, essentially. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I get that vibe from you. I mean, I feel like you got the youthful energy, man. I remember back in the day when I was your age. I tell you.
How old are you?
Dude, I'm 31, man.
You're 31. You look great. You look younger than me. No kidding.
This is definitely not true. This is definitely not true. But no, I don't know. I feel like it's good to have that like energy to keep things consistent. You know, it's good because it's almost like your job also adds to your Twitch persona, which you have your Twitch persona, but I feel like your job is part of it. It's like this is what you do. It's stuff to talk about, and it's like I don't know. It almost adds just more depth to who you are, if that makes sense. I dig it. It's just my opinion. I dig it though.
Right. I think it's time that we finally address the truth. Okay. I'm about to expose you. I hope that's okay. You ready?
Oh no. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Guys, everyone thinks Ry is short for like Brian or right? It's wrong. Ry's real name is Rhinoceros. I said it. I had to tell you. I had to say it.
I told you this in confidence, man. Dude. Wow! Just because during the Clue game, my Southern Yeehaw character was a little bit cringe.
Well, these books, I figure, and these flying machines, and space pirates, and normal pirates, and maids, and ghosts, and
I told you that while he was doing the yee and the ha. Oh man!
Right,
Listen,
YouTube
guys.
apology video when?
I'll make one next week, and then I'll do something to contradict it. I'll make another one in 6 months after I'm quiet for, you know what I mean? So.
Okay. Evie asks, what is our best favorite stream?
I don't know. Evie's gonna love this, I feel, but a long time ago when I was playing Animal Crossing, Evie sent me a few letters.
Oh.
And one of the freaking letters he sent me said pee pee poo poo, right? And that's where, like, if you ever hear pee pee poo poo, it comes from that. And I just freaking lost. I like died. I literally died laughing.
Are you
and
serious?
then Evie had me do a pep talk about pee pee poo poo, and someone clipped it. It's just 4 seconds of me just saying, it's like I just go pee pee poo poo. That's the clip. And the only reason is because I just felt like with that it was so funny. I feel like my channel went through this whole like lore phase and whatnot. I just felt like it was like almost like the start of like inside jokes for my channel. So it's like that very subtle moment. It was so, I feel like, so significant for my stream. So I'll watch that clip just because I think it's so funny. I'm just like, man, this is like the starting point for all of the cringe here, honestly.
Right, it's gonna be like years later, and then people are gonna be like, oh, I've been following you forever. You're like, oh man, thanks for the support. It's like, yeah, I followed you since the pee pee poo poo days. You'd be like,
gosh darn it. Oh man. Oh, that was. How about you? What's your go-to clip? What's like a clip close to your heart? Gosh
so
darn.
I have to be honest. It is a clip that I'm in. It's such a beautiful like moment. I was doing like a crew battle against PewDiePie, and Tones happened to be over at my house at this time. It was the only time and first time that Tones like actually went to go visit me in real life. He had like a convention nearby. And I was like, bro, just stay at my place. Don't buy a hotel. I'm like 10 minutes from the con. You know, good time. We chilled.
Oh yeah. Oh man, that's awesome.
Lexi was there too. Good time, but not on the stream. And I was like, hey yo, Tones, participate in the crew battle. You know, and he's like, yeah, I'm in. So IRL participation, fighting CunerPie's like team. And then I was like, okay, CunerPie, if you beat us, I'll dunk an egg on my head. And then he's like, bet. Of course, CunerPie won. And I just have the worst luck, okay? I'm decent at Smash, but anytime it's anything's on the line, I'm gonna take that L, okay?
Oh man, yeah, like oh man. Wait, so this clip was it from Cooner Pie's channel of you having the egg
Yeah.
dunked in your head then, or oh man?
Yeah, so it's Keener Pie's like watching, right? Like on the side. And like I'm standing there and I'm like, Tones, would you do the honors? He's like, yeah. And then Keener Pie's like, somebody redeems some like meme song. What is the name of that meme? It's like the
Is it the
Bank? You know that song? It's like boom boom.
Oh.
It's like it's that meme. That he's like somebody redeemed that at the same time as the clip was going on. And right when it's like boom boom, it's like Tones hits me on the high note on the head, and it's like the most perfectly tuned thing.
Oh my
set
god.
up. And it's a beautiful. I'm like, I cherish that moment. I got dunked by Tones with Keener Pie on the beat. It was just like the stars aligned. It's such a legendary
Chat,
moment.
I need to see this clip. Chat, please, if anyone has access, please, I need to see this clip.
I'll try to find it and send it to you.
I actually want to ask you too.
Right.
When you hit 100 follows, how did you feel about that? Like when you, on Twitch, like when you hit 100 follows, like was that like a grand endeavor for you? Or did you like celebrate? Like how did you feel when that happened though?
I internally like popped off because I was like, I worked so darn hard. It was like just getting to like 50 was so hard. I was doing a thing like back in the day where it was like, this was the very first egg stream. I have like a pretty bad YouTube video on it. Subscribe to YouTube channel, by the way. Anyways, it's like me and Jack doing like a thing where anytime anybody follows us, we get an egg thrown at one of us, or if somebody spikes us, I dunk an egg on my head. You know, it was like the egg spike stream or something like that.
Yeah.
It was such a like classic stream, but
Oh my god.
and like we hit like, I don't know, like it was still under 40, and I was like, yo, you know, and then like when I did hit 100, I'm like, this was such hard work. We made it, you know. I was like, this is good, this feels great, and then I'm like, this is nothing, you know. I'm like, we going more. You know? It was just
Yo,
like, it was like,
dude, that's awesome though.
it was like happy, but I was like, you know, I'm like, this ain't anything, you know. I'm like, we gotta keep going. It was just more of motivation, but it was
Totally. That's an awesome way to hit it though. Yeah. You know, like think about like what you put into it. You know, you like you said, like you kind of like keep it like a separate thing. So you legitimately like did this like on your own merit though. And that's a really clever way to do it. That's like a really creative way to do it though. So
popping off. When did we first two become friends? Who said we're friends, Rye? I don't know about the. No, kidding.
we're like best friends, man.
We are.
It was like I remember it was through Akami. Akami reached out to me. He connected us through a group chat about doing a crew battle together.
Yeah.
And I think that was man, that must have been that was probably like a year and a half ago, yeah. Yeah, it was during that crew battle, and I remember like the whole thing. It was such a good vibe. It was like everything was like all linking. Everything was like super positive, all that stuff. And then I remember it was just like, you know, like little bits and pieces of raids, like Mario Kart group, all that stuff. So I figure it was just kind of like climbing Mount Celeste. And, you know, we just kind of just kept thriving the more we like hung out. So I would say like a year and a half ago though.
It was through Okami. Sure, was the is the. How do you give subs? Like a Subway sandwich. I'm personally more like a meatball sub kind of guy. You know, like maybe like a spam sub would be pretty good. You gotta like make it extra thick, extra bacon.
Ooh.
Maybe some like, you know, like you need iron. You know, so have some spinach in there. Maybe a tomato, not too much, but a good like spam sub.
I'm waiting for the Slinky life coach health stream. When, please? Question mark.
Oh, yo, hold on, dude, hold on. Whatever. Emma ran away. Thank you so much for the sub.
Yo,
I appreciate that
Em!
you found the subway.
Yo, Em, you're awesome, dude.
The spam way. Thank you so much for that.
Eat fresh.
I do love Firehouse subs more than Subway, but dude, thank you. I'm gonna personally. You know what? Hold on. Take a moment. Ran away. You got some head pats. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I forgot what we were talking about.
Subway, life coach, health coach, friendship, power of friendship.
That's all you, man. You're the highlight of the power of friendship. What are you talking about?
Dude, listen, man. Dude, there is no me without you, though, man. Don't make me play the badly flute Titanic music that'll make us laugh and cry at the same time.
It's like Hunter x Hunter. Like, Rai is the main character, but like we all like branch off through our like own stories. Okay, that's all it is. That's all it is.
First off, I feel like you are definitely the main character, man. Like you are like the core that brings it all together, man.
That's too kind. Nah, I've always imagined myself as like this like supportive side character that's like got this homie, you know. So, but
listen, as long as I'm not Hisoka, I'm perfectly cool with whoever I am. So that's all I'm saying.
You know what? Hot take. Actually, I know I made the reference to Hunter x Hunter, but I actually do not like Hunter. I don't.
You like Yu Yu Hakusho?
I love Yu Yu Hakusho. It's my second favorite anime. Actually, no, it might be my first.
So Yu Yu Hakusho is probably like it's probably the anime that really got me. It's like more anime that's not Dragon Ball Z. I watch Yu Yu Hakusho every year.
Oh,
and
no way.
The same dude who made Yu Yu Hakusho made Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah.
And you can see it. You can see it through the characters, right? I'm not gonna Hunter x Hunter. I thought like it was kind of overrated in my opinion a little bit, but like as I watched it, I started to like see like how they did things so differently, you know. So at first I kept like just seeing this because you know how everyone just hyped it up before I watched it, you know. Yeah. So I totally get you. Like it is different, but I mean, dude, you can't beat Yu Yu Hakusho. Like Yu Yu Hakusho, man, dude, that's like the '90s gritty, epic-looking anime. You got. If you watch, wait, are you more of a sub or a dub, or does it not matter to you?
It doesn't. To be honest, it doesn't bother me. For Yu Yu Hakusho, I watched it dubbed because of my wife said
me too,
so,
man.
But I generally always watch subbed. But there are some things that you watch dubbed, like Konosuba, for example.
Yo, agreed. Holy credit, agreed. And like with like Yu Yu Hakusho, dude, freaking Chris Sabat, who's Vegeta, who's All Might, is Kuwabara, and I just can't get over that. Kuwabara is like one of my favorite anime characters of all time. He's like the biggest like shrimp, and he's just so hilarious about it. I just that's like my favorite voice acting cast. Like all of them in there, they are prime. They are the best in my opinion.
What's your favorite anime?
Are you? Oh man, I mean, Yu Yu Hakusho is like right there. I like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Oh.
I very much like Re:Zero. If you ever watch that.
Okay, yeah, I know. Dude, we just become best friends, like 100%.
Dude, I'm mad. I would say Re:Zero. See, like I knew you had your good taste. Re:Zero, dude. I like I said, I have like it's almost like you ever like watch like a show over because like since you know what's gonna happen, it's like a comfort show.
Yeah.
I can't really say that for Re:Zero because Re:Zero just kind of like makes me like dwell on my life honestly because you know with Re:Zero like for anyone who doesn't know Re:Zero, you're pretty much your main character. When they die, they come back to life at a certain they like go to a certain checkpoint, and there are a lot of parts that are so hopeless and so upsetting if that makes sense. But man, oh I forgot Akami hates Re:Zero. Oh come on man.
Okami
Come on, man.
On timeout, Evie, stop that.
Oh, thank you, Kami. I appreciate you. Kami, I'm trying to give my eyes a little bit of a break from the eye strain groove, but I found out today my allergies have been super bad. So I've been taking allergy meds, but it's still like killing me a little bit. So, you know, life.
What are you allergic to? Besides like earth.
I'm allergic to like grass, pollen, cats, and horses. And I have a horse. So when I take my allergy meds, it's completely fine. But I haven't taken them for like the last month because like, you know, like when I go to the horse, like it's usually not too bad. Like, you know, like I've been pretty good like when I go there, I thought. But like there's like horse stuff like at our house. And plus just the grass, like because, you know, people are doing the final grass cutting stuff before summer ends and like when the seasons change. So like I kept thinking for the past few weeks, I'm like, man, my eyes, under my eyes, for whatever reason, it feels like just so heavy here and so irritated. And like I'll go through a phase where I'll like be like blinking a lot because they're so uncomfortable. And I'm like, is there something wrong with me? And I went to the eye doctor and they're like, oh, it's your allergies. I'm like, wow, I feel like an idiot.
You wasted hundreds of dollars? No, I'm kidding.
I mean insurance, but still, it sucked that I had to go to the eye doctor for them to tell me what I should have assumed, though. You know. Weird
allergy. I'm allergic to cockroaches.
Really?
Yeah, like if a roach like walks on me, I get like a little rash. I am in general like a very like hygienic person. I stay with my 4 water bottles right next. These are all from today. This is all from today, like right now stream. I'm like bottle number 4. We hydrated.
Yo, I'm into that, dude.
Yeah, you staying hydrated? This is a homie checkpoint. Are you staying
Yeah,
hydrated?
I got my water here. I got my dumbbell water bottle.
I love that dumbbell. If you're not staying hydrated, happen. Anyways.
Evie, you asked me if I believe in I'm not Evie, Akami. You know, Akami, this is such a wonky question here. So it's like, I feel like, you know, when I was younger, I went to like church and all that stuff, right? You know, like my family, like we were raised like we were raised like Polish Catholic, right? You know, so it's different than Roman Catholic. Polish Catholic broke away from it, blah blah blah. So it's like I almost imagine that, you know, kind of like influence my thoughts, help me come to my own conclusions, right? So it's like, in my opinion, in some way, like me personally, like I always think about it. I'm always like just so thinking about this. You know, my one friend, his father was a pastor. You know, we always talked about like our own interpretations, how, you know, we think this, we think that, and then I kid you not, man, I took a DNA test, right? We for last year for Christmas, my wife got me a DNA test, and it just because we wanted to see what made up Ryvytalize baby, and I found out I was like 23% Jewish.
Oh,
so
nice.
like,
That's pretty cool.
yeah, so like I thought about that in the grand scheme of things, and it just kind of got me thinking that it's like just my own opinion. Like the most important thing for me is to respect anyone's opinion, and like, you know, just I feel like grand scheme, like I do believe like in some way it's just something I can't comprehend, and I know, so that's just me. But like I always respect anything. Like I think I only ever get mad at people like tell me I'm right or wrong for this or that, you know, like belief wise. But like Slinky could literally like anyone could tell me that they are honestly, and not to go here, but like if someone told me that they were like satanic, I'd respect it, you know. It's like, hey, I'm in, you know, you live your life, I'm into that. So
We have a very similar like opinion on that. I had that question asked on my Q&A, and I was like, I don't know if I should answer this. I'm very like, there are some things that I just don't talk about, but but I was like, all right, you know what? I guess like if y'all really want, which I'm still like, I don't know, and I'm very like, I don't want to waste my time thinking about it because like there's so much else. I kind of can be like very in the moment. So I'm like, it won't change anything that I do. If there is, then I'm like, I can't really do about it. So I'm just gonna, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, it's all about like respecting like what everyone believes in. Like the faster we can like understand, like be like cool with each other, we can all succeed. Like as you know, but unfortunately, hate and dumb stuff happens. Okay. I gotta read Evie's story. Let's leave the serious side for a moment.
all right, perfect.
We're just getting real for a bit. Okay, I have a funny story, Evie said. When I was 6, 7, my mom had a party and I wanted water, so I found a cup of water and I took a sip. My mom caught me and said it was vodka. I broke down crying, thinking I was in trouble, and viral I said, am I gonna be an alcoholic? And that's why I never. Evie, aren't you like still like, this was like last year, you're like 8. I mean, it makes sense. Don't drink, child.
Oh man, Evie, man, that's like, so that's completely valid, man. You know, it's kind of like with me, like I prefer soda just because I prefer the taste of it, and because alcohol is so expensive too, you know, compared to like soda, honestly. You know, man, I think just the way you broke that down now, those thoughts, you're gonna be fine, man. I think this is gonna help you just not like let that happen. And plus, like, you can enjoy something and not like, I feel like people like will throw that term around for anything. Like literally, like I gotta tell you, man, like people like will, like, if someone has like 3 drinks, they'll be like, oh, you're not alcoholic. People just throw it so loosely. You don't have anything to worry about, man. I know you take good care of yourself.
I was planning on doing a Q&A afterwards, but do you just want to do the Q&A together?
Yeah, man, I'm cool with that. That'd be cool.
Cool. All right, guys, we're mixing up the content. I lied. I'm not doing Q&A, but I'm also saying the truth. We're just gonna answer these questions. So, Q&A. Evie, asked a lot at the beginning, which I respect and love a lot. Evie asks, "Have you ever been arrested?" Alright.
Nah,
Nah. Same. Neither.
nah,
Not
nah,
yet.
I haven't. Nah.
Not yet.
Not yet. Yeah, no, I haven't.
I would probably get in trouble like trying to stand up for someone, you know. So it's like, that's probably about it.
That's actually no, that's super fair too. I feel like in cases like that, I completely understand. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
fair. Doomgloom asked me how I am. I just want to say, Doomgloom, I'm doing very well. I'm so happy to be here. My only downside is just my allergies have just been murdering me. Like my eyes. But this is my only issue. But everything else is all hinky dory though. How are you? Oh, I'm Slinky. I'm sorry to interrupt. I just want to say it quick. I didn't want to like overlook that. Sorry about that.
You're good. You're good. I kind of just went on a tangent about like the law. Anyways, the next question is, why did you start streaming? Ryan, why are you here?
Yeah, I had a friend who was streaming. Actually, my really good friend. Yeah. I had a really good friend who started streaming. He was also a teacher, with me at my school, and I would watch his stream. And I'm like, oh, that's so cool. Like, I was always just so curious about it. And then literally like the pandemic hit. I'm like, like, I can teach from home. This is before Ryvytalize baby. So I'm like, I'm curious about streaming. And and my wife also teaches at the same school as me. She teaches elementary and I teach high school. And so we were both working from home because of the pandemic. So we would see each other during the day and whatnot. And so, we hung out, with this or that. So then I would stream, and I just remember when I started streaming, I streamed for an hour and a half. And I'm like, this is really cool. And I just remember it was like, you know what it was? I thought it'd be cool. It'd be cool to play games with people, and that's exactly what happened. Because before streaming, I feel like I would play video games like I do some Super Smash Bros. I'd play Xenoblade 2 or Breath of the Wild, but it was I realized I'd have a lot of people to play Mario Kart with or Splatoon, stuff like that. So it was streaming was kind of I could go on Twitch and do that too, honestly, but I kind of wanted to have a community who wasn't full of people who called me really terrible names for using Richter in Super Smash Bros, which is actually what happened before I started streaming. Someone did that. So I just kind of thought I want to make my own community, people who love the game for fun, and that's my origin story.
That's cute. I like that. Right? Have you ever met anyone famous?
Yeah. So I'll just simply say this. Well, if I go to a concert, stuff like that, and no one, thank God there's no way to find this. When I was 9, the singer Reba McEntire?
No, I don't.
Reba, she has red hair. She's she's a very big country singer. She also used to be on a show called Reba. So my parents were all about Bruce Springsteen, country, rock, they're all about all these different genres. And near my house was this place where a lot of country music played. So Reba was there, and I forget how, but it was before the show started, and I didn't know who she was, and I was talking about something stupid, and I was 9, and she's this huge, big time, very famous country singer, and she was she said she was so charmed by me that I was in a commercial to promote her concert for half a year. They filmed me and gave me lines for this commercial though. Yeah. So I'm in my head I'm man, the golden years right there. I've peaked. That's when I peaked. I was 9. I've peaked since then.
Damn, dude. It's all downhill for you now. Do we have any fears? You want me to go first or you got this one? Just top fear. Besides something obvious. Dying.
Yeah, I'm actually trying to think here. I mean, mine's the whole I would say, and I feel this is almost standard, but it's I feel like my biggest fear is if this makes sense, not being there for someone when they need me. And so I'm the type of person where if I every time I leave for work or Ryvytalize, well, because we both work together, but anytime I leave somewhere or she leaves somewhere, I'm always oh, can I have a kiss goodbye, or vice versa, because I'm in my head I'm just so afraid of the regret of what if, or if someone's hurt and I'm not there. So I think I dwell on that a little bit. So that's my big fear right there. I know it's people would probably say,
Oh,
but that's my big fear though.
That's something like to be very serious. You always gotta like, I have this like rule with get where it's like, if something is wrong, you cannot go to bed. Like if you're upset like at me, I'll talk about whatever it is, just any problem. I'm like, we should not go to bed mad, because it's definitely like not at each other, like extremely, like definitely not that. But like if you're upset about something, hey, you're gonna be up thinking about it. Just talk about it that way. Like start the next day like fresh. Also, because like if you are mad at like somebody else and then you like leave and then you don't know like that person's not up tomorrow. You know, like for example, like your friend, you get into an argument with, you want to like resolve whatever it is at the end. Like if that's like the last thing that you get, then
Oh, exactly. I completely agree.
my biggest fear though, like if a centipede was like 10 feet tall, that would be my biggest fear. But centipedes just give me the creeps. I can look at them, but like giant centipedes, like you know. But definitely
that's super fair.
Definitely like being stranded in the ocean or like on a boat in the ocean. I can't swim, so
Okay.
just like that's my big. I'll get into a pool, but you gotta like convince me. I won't, even if it's like 4 feet deep. Gotta like.
That's super valid. That's super valid. Yeah, I would say like I have like nightmares about like the ocean, stuff like that. So I totally get you.
Yeah. Aside from that, losing my teeth is also like,
That's mine too.
No
like,
way.
Like that's like another one where like I don't think about it a lot, but I'll have nightmares where like I'll lose a tooth for some reason.
No way.
And I'll be so I'm like in my dream I'm like, this is the worst thing ever. Like I'll be like, my life's over. Like that is for me. Like if I'm ever at a punk rock concert, I'll close my mouth in such an awkward way, like if I'm moshing or whatever, because I don't want to get punched in the face and like lose a tooth or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Dental stuff is extremely expensive.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Like,
yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. No, I gotta like, you gotta brush the teeth. You gotta floss. I at least floss like at least. Not like floss every day. I used to be a lot better about it, but now I'm like, okay, guys.
I'll floss every day because I once read, and don't quote me on this, but I once read that like when you floss and you get like rid of the plaque and then you brush your teeth, it actually makes your breath smell like a lot better. And a lot of times people with like bad breath, like there are always other factors, but not flossing apparently like doesn't help, if that makes sense.
So the next question is, how did I meet Get? And I guess for you, how did you meet Ryvytalize wife? Ryvytalize girlfriend, you know?
Yeah. I'll say if you want to break yours down first.
So I'll like long story short this. Slinky cannot remember this for her life, but I actually met her outside of like high school in like 10th grade, outside of it, you know, chilling. And I told her exactly where she hangs out. And she's like, yeah, but I don't remember like meeting you then. And I'm like, oh, you just don't remember, you know? But no, I didn't make it up. I promise. We chilled. Anyways, so yeah. Aside from that, long story short, one of my best friends had a crush on Slinky at the time, and I was like, bro, I'll help you like talk to girls, you know, and like I'll like figure out what she likes. We're in the same class. I'll like, you know, I got you, bro. You know, and then did his thing. He tried. He like asked her out. Slinky said no. You know, and then like while I was like getting to know Slinky, I was like, yo, I'm kind of like falling for you too, you know? So so I'm like, I don't know, but at the time I was an idiot and like dating somebody else, but I like liked her, and like I knew that Slinky liked me because she was like the like cliche anime girl, which is like why I liked her a lot, because like I like got near her and she like turned red a lot, and like it was just so cute, you know. When we like started dating, like her hands were always sweaty. But yeah. But yeah, that's really how it was. And yeah, we were like very cool friends the whole time. We didn't start dating until we like graduated high school, because yeah, we just had like stuff going on in our lives. I was dating somebody else, and I was like, I don't want to be with you anymore, because you were kind of lame, and also your parents are extremely racist. So, you know.
Ooh, fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
So, yeah. And I was like, you know what? Slinkets like loved me when I was like, liked me when I was like kind of a piece of like turd teenager. And at the time I was like scared of driving because like I got into a car accident. I wasn't driving, but like I was passenger and I was like super scared of driving. And she would like drive me to work after school and stuff, or like chill. And I'm like, wow. Loved me when like my mental health was like crap. And also when I was like a little poo poo baby. I'm like,
Yeah.
no one else is gonna like me like this. So I'm like, yeah, you know, like what am I doing? And my dad was like, are you wasting your time like dating somebody else or like moping around this person? He's like, have a very good like girl that cares about you. And I'm like, I already knew this, but I'm like just hearing my dad say it, I'm like, no. I'm like, I wasn't gonna date her because of you, but I was like already kind of getting there, but it was like that like slap that I was like, you know, but yeah. That's basically it. That's how I met Slinket.
I love it. Aw.
Yeah. What about you?
My wife and I went to the same college, so I first met her when I was with my ex before Ryvytalize. So like they were in like the same friend circle, and so it's so funny because I remember when I first met Ryvytalize, and she doesn't remember meeting me. We were at like a cafeteria on campus, and I was with my ex who like invited like her and like another friend, and so we're all hanging out, and so like through that interaction we became Facebook friends. And then my ex and I broke up like 3 months later, because she was a terrible person. We'll just say it. Let's just say she was a terrible person. She did terrible things. She cheated on me, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So stuff like that. And you know, I realized that she was just a really bad person. So you know, I was single for like a few months and whatnot. And there was like this really, back in the Facebook. Oh, Evie, come on, man.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like 56. I use Facebook, man. But you know, my friends and I did this stupid thing, right? And it was called hit and run. As in, you would go on Facebook, you would send someone a message. You know, you would say, "This is a hit and run, yeah," and they would log off before they could respond, because this is before you could respond offline. It was stupid and cringe, right? And so I remember I did this. There was like none of my friends were on, so I did this with her, and I kind of felt bad. I hopped on, and then we just ended up talking for like an hour, and during that, you know, I was already done with all my classes for this. I like took all my finals, all that stuff, but I knew like she was gonna be at college the next day. And a few of our mutual friends, I'm like, oh, you know, I have to go on campus anyway I have to go to the library to print something, you know. It was like something stupid like that. And so I ended up talking with her on campus, and I'll just never forget. I had this like really cool, like bag. Oh, I'm trying to think of the word for it. It was I'm trying to think what these bags are. You know, like those bags where they're like over your shoulder. Oh, I get a messenger.
Like a
I had this really
sling
cool
backpack?
messenger bag.
Is it like a sling?
Like a messenger bag, if you know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Like you know what I'm talking about. But it was like this really cool like Pink Floyd like messenger bag, which is like, it was actually super cringe, but it was super cool. And I was talking to her for a while, and unknown to me, she like put her phone number in my bag, and I was talking with her like later that evening, and my parents, like, because I was commuting, so I was like 20 at this point, and oh boy, Evie. So I was talking to her, and because here's the thing, I would not have gone through that bag until the end of summer, and that's where she put the number. So we're talking, and then I'm like, oh hey, because this is true, my family, we got a new dog. We got like a puppy, like a chocolate lab puppy. Do you want to see like a picture? And I think I'm all like smooth and suave, and she's like, oh, like didn't you like find my, you know, number in your bag? I'm like, oh, nope. And so then I look, and then you know, through there, then we like, you know, we like hung out, and then we like, you know, stuff like that. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. The next question is, would you change any of your channel's content? If so, why? Oh man, I would only want to change it for like the better. I'll have to think about this. Sorry, right? Go ahead.
What's defined as like change my content though?
I'm very like, one of my like biggest values is like being self. So it's like, if I'm gonna change my content, it's like gonna be for steering it the way that I want it. I wouldn't like suddenly like be like, I've wanted to like do a lot of Smash stuff. Back to Smash. I'm gonna do what I want, and if it fails because of that, then that sucks. However, I'm gonna do my best to make what I want to do by studying the like methods.
Yeah, I feel like I'm kind of the same, honestly. I feel like, you know, like I don't want to like stream like this or that because like I don't want to stream something that's not fun for like views and stuff. Like me personally, like I'm not good at like Fortnite. Like I'm good at Halo 3, but I'm not good at Fortnite. You know, I'm not good at Fortnite. Not really good at Apex Legends. You know, I haven't played Valorant. Those just aren't my kind of games personally. Will I play off stream with a few friends because it's fun and we talk the entire time? Sure. But like I feel like I wouldn't like want to do it even if it was like assured views, because it's like I would want people in my community to like the same things I like, if that makes sense. So I mean, I feel like that's what I'm kind of doing. I feel like if there's anything I would really hardcore, I think the only thing I would really hardcore change is like maybe I wish I would have done stuff sooner. Like just like find like what's the best day to stream Gartic, or what's the best day to do Among Us, you know, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I'd really change though, I think everything else I'd say the same though.
The next question is, who is my true son? What, like my biggest, okay, I already got asked like who my biggest or who my favorite like viewer, or as I like to say, who my favorite bonky is. And I can't answer just like number one, so I answered like my top three, which is like very hard. But I already answered this question and I don't want to answer it again.
Like, you mean like viewer-wise, you mean, or?
Yeah, like I guess like in the way of like supporting and like helping me out and like, you know, like I feel
man,
like
I
it's hard. It was a tough question. They really like grabbed my arm and like bent it to my back because I was like, I don't want to answer, and they're like, say it, I know who it is, just say it. And I'm like, no, you know, but I'm like, okay, I'm like, answer top three, because I'm not really one to like, especially I set this example also, but like when friends are like, hey, who's your best friend, which of course the answer is Jack, but like I know, well, I don't even categorize Jack as a friend. I categorize Jack as like my brother, literally, you know, but but it's like when friends are like, hey, who's your best friend, I'm kind of like, don't ask me that, you know. I'm like, no, it's like, why do you care so much? Can you not just enjoy the good friendship that we have? I'm like, I don't want to make the rankings. So it's like, it hurts, you know? Kind of low-key makes you lose respect for that person. Anyways.
Man, I feel like anytime with like questions like that, I'll give like a cop out. So it's like you don't have Ryvytalize, baby, but it's like, I mean, have you not met like my horse Oliver, my two dogs Tristan and Dexter? Like they're like my fur children. They are my sons, you know?
Yeah. But yeah, true son. I guess in that way. I mean my lizard child, little chunky boy.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, but I don't have a child.
Maybe Nest, you know. I don't know.
The next question, right? Would you ever consider having a child? Right? Would you have a child?
I do.
Would you?
I do have a child.
No. Would you? No way. No way. What? What is my favorite limb? The thigh bone's connected to the head bone. Anyways, my favorite limb? Are you gonna like tear it off if I like don't? I want to say my like define limb exactly. I don't know, my my right leg, I guess. My right leg. It's like my best functioning leg. I used to be in running orienteering team for a bit, so running was nice. So I think I have a pretty nice leg. It's like slightly like muscular. It's not like the most in shape, but like, you know, thick thighs save lives type deal. Right leg pretty good.
I'd say I guess I don't know. I'd say my mouth, because I mean, like I'm almost imagining like I can only like choose one thing, and like I don't know, like food's great, so I like to eat food, and talking's cool, and even if I can't hear you, you can hear me because I have a huge mouth, so you know, win-win.
I've thought about it. I would not want a child. I'm just very like, I'm out. How do I like describe this in like
you know, man, honestly, you don't owe an explanation.
I know.
Just so I know.
No,
you can just say it doesn't fit your lifestyle, you know?
Yeah, it doesn't. Thank you. I appreciate you, Rai. Like, I would give you like an essay explaining. So I appreciate you. What is your favorite song? Now this is a hard one. Hard question. What is your favorite song?
Ooh, man.
If you need time to think, I've like had
I
a
would-
little bit of prep work.
I would probably say "Inspire the Liars" by Dance Gavin Dance.
Okay. Pretty good.
It's like a bit of like
I don't
it's like
know
a bit of like a good punk rock song. So
Okay, as of recently, I've been listening a lot to a band named Brick and Mortar, and I went to go see them live, and I like cried. Not really, but it was a great time. And I used to always like be like, I think I know what my favorite song is, but I can't remember the artist just because like for nostalgia reasons. But now it's like after listening to the song a lot, I really enjoy the song "Mystery to Myself" by them. And as of that, it's like meant a lot to me. Just because it's
Brick
like
and Mortar.
yeah, it's a song about like mental health and like figuring out who you are. It's very like the whole song is like him being confused with who he is and like not being sure, kind of like wanting to give up, but then like he has a talk with him, like, hey, you just have to do whatever it is. You're like stuck. Yeah, it's a good song. Like getting teary eyed talking about it. But I love the
I'll
song.
check it out.
Yeah,
But
thinking
Katya,
about-
I'm very happy. So I take it you're more of a Kurt Travis fan for Dance Gavin Dance. He's my favorite singer with them. I love him very much. I'm so happy you said that. I just had to say it. Like people don't know who Dance Gavin is. Dance Gavin Dance is whenever I bring them up. So the fact that someone does, Slinky, you should listen to. I feel like you probably like them.
Slinkette in the background said that she knows guitar, and Slinkette's like so like known in music. I'll be like, she'll be jamming out to something or like singing something that's on the radio. I'm like, or, like somebody will mention like a song that I've never heard of, and then she's like, oh yeah, and I'm like, you know, always impressed.
I'm into that.
Oh, the next question is intense, dude. Would you
Oh boy,
kill
all right,
someone?
I'm ready.
Would you kill someone to stop them from killing your friends? There's like, that's not even a question. I wouldn't even.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. You know, yeah.
I wouldn't. Next question. You know, no,
Yeah,
no
honestly,
thought.
yeah.
No thought. It's not even think. Yeah. Next question. Do you like apple pie? Apple pie is pretty fire. Okay. Apple pie is pretty fire. Cobra,
You
I
know,
knew.
it depends if I can have vanilla ice cream with it.
Ooh,
Sure.
vanilla
Um,
and apple slices. Oh, that's interesting. I like.
Actually,
Sorry, go
oh,
ahead.
you like what? What do you like? No, what
It's
do you
like,
like?
you know, like peach cobbler with like ice cream. Oof.
That's super good. That's fire.
But what were you saying? Sorry, Rye. Vanilla apples.
Oh, so I was gonna say I like that. In New England, they will melt cheese and put it on the apples, like on the apple pie. It's so weird, but it's so good. It's so weird. Like a sharp cheddar, you get like an apple pie, get a slice, you melt cheese on it. I think it's so weird. But it's so good. I just can't get over that. But
It's
really
probably
good.
really good, actually.
Because I can't.
I'm thinking about it.
It's so weird. Yeah.
For food, I will try anything once. So I don't judge when it comes to food. So it's like, wow, except pickles. But
Oh yeah, same. Oh yeah, same. Oh, what?
next question: would you go on a friendship date with a homie if it was okay with Slinkette? What do you mean? Like hang out with? I don't care, male, female, anything. I don't look at that. I'm just like, you're my friend. We can go out
Yeah.
as friends, have dinner, watch a movie, whatever. Like Slinkette's super
Yeah.
chill, so it's like it's no big deal. We're your friends.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like if someone would like make it weird, I feel like if it was like a weird thing, like it wouldn't even be like you know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
feel like, you know, like if for anyone, you know, if you want a healthy relation, blah blah blah, you know, you should feel secure if your significant other hangs with their friends, regardless of gender, and vice versa with you.
The next question is, do I have a last name because I seem defensive about it, or will we be shocked by it and will we all die? Well, I definitely don't want you to die, so I won't. But no, I do keep my full name and identity because of like my job, and like both, you know, of course, to protect myself and everything, and just like I'm still tiny, And like I'm sure like at some point, yeah, my last name will come out. It's not a big deal. But as best as I can, I want to keep that part of my life, private. 'Cause, I work in that field, and yeah, it's just the amount of knowledge that I get with my job is very scary. So it's like I don't want to be associated with that, what I do here. Yeah.
Totally. I mean, same here. Like, obviously I have a last name, but it's like I feel like just also with the fact that like like with teaching and whatnot, like I'd rather not have like people like look me up, find me at my school. It's almost like it's like we're friends. We can all agree. We are all like you're friends with a lot of people, but it's like with like it's not even like the people who are like here. It's just those like few people who would like make it an issue, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I guess I'm sure some people last name, but
I mean, yeah, it's Vitalize.
yeah, easy. How has COVID affected how you teach? Takake asks.
Yeah, so it's so interesting. So where my school is, we're near a college, so we kind of did everything based off of them. So 2 years ago and last year, it was all remote. It was all remote because that's how the college was. So it wasn't too bad, honestly, because we have like a lot of like online resources, but it was a lot through Zoom and whatnot. So I would say like it's different to do it that way. We have a really good like online educational system, which is awesome, but it's like it's more about like accountability with like meeting with your students, like contacted them for like tutoring sessions, stuff like that. I think like the only issue was when you have like all that freedom like during like when you're working remotely, like I mean, it's so understandable. Like if you're working remotely, like I'm sure it would cross all of our minds, oh, if I just log into class, don't have my webcam on, and I sleep while it's happening, I mean, it's so understandable compared to in person. So it's like stuff like that. It's a little difficult, but I would say it wasn't too bad. It was just so different though. It was so different just doing remotely. Like I can't be as cringy remotely as I am in person. So, which is hard to believe, I'm sure, but.
So I guess the next question is, do I piss? No, do I poo? Definitely. Right? Okay.
It's contrary to popular belief. I do both. So I now you heard it here first. So.
Mimi, you have a good night. You take care. Thank you for stopping by. Sweet dreams. Don't dream about your teeth falling, please.
Oh God.
The next question is actually a like Amy Rose me asking Mario, hey, I'm curious, are you any good with rifles? Right. You partake in shooting? Yes.
Nah, I don't do anything with guns. I have nothing against it. It's just I don't though. So.
The next question is, how many controllers have I broken? Huh.
Ooh, I'm trying to think here. Like just I don't even know. I can tell you, like so this is the kind of controller I use for when I play Super Smash Bros. It's like the GameCube like controller you plug in the Switch, and I mean like I'll like play games a good bit, but like it does kind of get wonky, like especially for Smash, like the drift and whatnot. So I mean, I'll probably go through like 2 controllers a year, if that makes sense, just because like I'm playing them more whatnot. So I probably go through like 2 a year though, I would say.
Very cool. I don't know about like for like rage purposes. I've thrown a couple, but like not like that was like in my younger years. And it would like just be like on the couch, not like at the wall or anything. I was never like I'm like they're expensive.
I'd be more like that at playing Halo 3 with my Xbox 360 controller, and I never like threw it against the wall and broke it. But I remember like I get so mad I'd like like slam it down like when someone on the mic told me I like sucked at the BXB combo or BS like that. So yeah.
My dear friend Mr. Doomgloom and I, like when we would get mad at like games, we would like punch our thighs instead of like throwing the controller. So it's like better, but like it hurts. So you'd be like, all right, that's enough,
That's honestly though, hey, that's super smart compared to like breaking your controller though.
Yeah, I do have like RIP controller, which I will kill whatever controller I'm using, on the spot. But it's like a 1,000,000 point redeem. That's like Like, you
Oh,
know.
that's fair. That's
Um,
fair.
like controller kind of pricey, you know. But I guess the next question is, what is my list of usernames? I don't understand what the question is. Like, what was my user for this? Or
I
you
guess
want my
before
usernames
Slinky
to like,
Graves.
yeah, or like you want my usernames for so you can like hack into my account. I'm kidding.
Mm-hmm.
Before Slinky Graves, before like the times of like me up completely to this on what is it? On League, like I officially became Graves. I went by like a name of Glowy Goon on like Xbox 360. And I thought it was like so dumb because I was like I didn't know what to like make my name. So you know those like little green things from Zelda that you like hit and they like stun you, like hit them at the wrong time.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
They have,
Like the jellies.
yeah,
Yeah.
they have like the dumb face, and I'm like I was thinking of them at that moment for some reason. So I'm like, okay, they're kind of glowy and gooey, and 19 like my favorite number, or like you know that's my birthday is the 19th. So I was like, okay, we'll just add that, and then yeah, that's just how that was. Just 'cause I like didn't know what to name, but yeah. Other than that, in like most of my like childhood files, I named it like real name. Yeah.
Oh, I got you. I got you.
Or like a nickname my
Yeah.
brother would call me would be like Mars, so it'd be that time. So yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I was Rybread, like a
Oh,
lot of other Ryans who have accounts and stuff. Rybread, it was like Rybread, like it was like 8. It was like 8888. Like like 48 is usually my go-to number I use like for like passwords and stuff for like Smash. But it was like Rybread, and then for like Xbox, it was like Rye, because I wanted to try something stupidly different.
yeah.
And then Ryvytalize, I couldn't be Rybread for Twitch, so I'm like, I'm like, what's another good rye name? And I'm like, I could be a loaf of rye. And my wife's like, I'm like, I could be righteous. And she's like, And she's like, what about like Ryvytalize? I'm like, okay.
Genius,
Yeah,
genius.
that works. I like that.
Wives are so genius,
Yeah.
man. Wives are such a big brain.
Right, exactly though. Yeah, exactly.
Shout out to all the
Rye
wives who like,
sourdough.
put up with our dumb stuff. If you go back to my very first YouTube video when I like did like stuff with friends and all that, like we were playing Call of Duty because you know Call of Duty was great back then. Like you can see my username as GlowyGoo19, so it's like before Slinky Graves official, you know. Although I was playing League at the time and my name was Slinky Graves on that, so it's like, yeah. Yo, the next question, Right. Does that shit look like the battle pass?
Does what?
Does that shit look like the battle pass? I say it kind of does look like the battle pass. It's just as simple as that. Does it look like the battle pass? Yeah?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, good work.
See, it does look like
Dang.
the battle pass. Favorite candy is next.
Peanut butter cups.
Peanut butter cups, wow. I can't eat them.
Peanut butter cups are gummies, but I love peanut butter cups. So.
What kind of gummies, though?
I like gummy sharks a lot.
Oh.
Like the gummy sharks were like the blue and white gummy sharks. You know what I'm talking about?
Those are fire. Those are nice. Those are nice. I like those. Okay. I guess my favorite candy, a good go-to, like I can never say no to it, is like a Kit Kat or a Twix bar, you know, something that like chocolate crunchy. But I also like Sour Patch Kids or like Reddish Fish, you know, or like the peach rings. Just
peach rings are
pretty
so
versatile.
good.
Yeah, I guess that's that for my favorite candy that I can think of like on the spot. So I'm sure there's probably something that I can't like think about, but it's like a god tier. Whatchamacallits are pretty good, but like not like my favorite. Just Kit Kat, I guess. Kit Kat bar, I'll always get one. Right, B asked, we need to know. This is a serious question. B said this. So, if you were teleported into any world, anime, game, etc., where would it be and why? And then parentheses, bonus if you want to say what you would do.
Any world anime. Well, I would say, Fred. I was just thinking about like isekai wise. I would say if I was teleporting to any world, I almost say, in my opinion, and you can judge me here, I feel like Konosuba would be best because the
Oh.
way their magic system works, you know, I could, if I was strategic, I can make it work in my favor. You know what I mean? So like, I could be like, you know, no, but I could be super lame with this or that, but I can make the magic system work in my favor. And plus, compared to like ReZero, Overlord, even like Danmachi, it's like way like less harsh. So I'd probably go with Konosuba though.
Konosuba would be fire. I never thought about that. Mine Pokemon easily. I love Pokemon, dude. I would love to have Pokemon for
yeah,
real.
Pokemon. Yep, you're right.
Pokemon, dude.
I mean,
I would.
Yeah, nope, you're right. Pokemon. Yep, Pokemon.
I would
yeah,
easily
yep.
do my best to like become like Elite Four status or a champion, of course, and do my own thing. But like, oof, yeah, Pokemon Master, collect the whole thing, just like slap everyone,
man.
or like actually be the good villain, like actually do it right. But like,
Yeah,
take over the world,
like,
maybe.
not be like a Nimrod like Jesse and Jane.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
And
I
like,
agree.
you know, maybe capture all the legendary actually, and like use it for like world domination or something. You know how it is.
Yeah.
The classic.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Pokemon, 100%. I would be good, and then I would turn bad, probably. You know, that's how it is. I would eat the like skin off the like Appleton Pokemon because that's what it says in the lore. You know, think of how good that would taste. Okay.
Dude, that'd be
Anyways.
divine, man.
Oh yeah. But the next question, Evie, what is up with killing? If you had to kill a homie and give them their best life without being killed for real, who would you kill? I don't even know how to answer this question, so I'm gonna skip
So
it. I guess.
if I fake kill someone for them, so who am I giving the best life to?
What? Oh, without them being
I
killed
mean,
for real.
Slinky. I mean, so if I'm fake killing someone for them to have their best life, I mean Slinky without a doubt. You know, I mean, come on, like it has to be Slinky.
Thank you. I already am living my best life, to be honest. I'm very blessed.
See,
with
look,
what
so
I
it
have.
doesn't work. So literally,
yeah.
it reflects and it shatters into a million pieces and hits all of you. So everyone lives happily never after at the end.
Yeah, actually, this is the timeline where like in another dimension, Rai did do that, and then I like went into this dimension where I can like still hang out with Rai and like be good. So this is what happened. This is part of the lore. We won't ever mention that again. Let's move on to the next one. What streamer is my favorite? It can't be you. Oh, this is so hard. Okay. Okay.
Oh.
We're gonna have to do this on 3. Okay, wait. Like actual like streamer that I
Wait.
know, or like in general like that streams. Cause like if it's like a streamer that I do not
Wait.
know. Sorry, go ahead.
What do you mean it can't be you? Like, what does that mean? Like, I can't say me? Why would I say me?
Yeah, I don't know. We're just some of us are like very egomaniacs, you know. Like it just is what it is.
I
But
don't freaking. I don't. Oh, this is. I can't. I feel like I don't even. See, I'm gonna give like a generic answer. I feel.
my favorite like actual streamer, like a content creator that streams, it would probably be Ludwig. I love watching Ludwig's streams.
Oh wait,
good
I
laugh.
like RPG Monger.
Oh, cool.
If you know what that is.
Yeah.
He does like. Do you know what I'm talking about when I say RPG Monger?
No.
Oh, he does all like YouTube like breakdowns of RPGs stuff, including Kirby, but like his streams, like his whole thing's like about Moogles and all this stuff. He's very cool. I like his stuff. So
Cool.
I probably say him, but it's like I don't know. I feel like I have like so many epic streamer peeps in my life. You know, I feel like I don't really know if I could answer. It's like you almost like you have like a different streamer for like a different mood you're in. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, 100%. Like I like to watch well, I guess like he does stream, but like content creator. Moist Critical, Penguin Zero, Penguin Zo, Penguin Z, whatever you want to like properly say it. Moist Critical Charlie. I do like watching him when I'm like just vibing. But like I like to watch Ludwig like all the time because like I'm sad, I'm mad, whatever it is. I'm like anytime I watch Ludwig, I'm like okay, now I'm like hype. I've like woken up or snapped out of it, you know.
That's
It's,
fair. That's fair.
It's good. Yeah. The next question is: have you ever swallowed a coin?
What?
No.
So when I was oh
What?
my God. I said this once and you bring it up here.
You
when I was,
did it.
when I was 5. I like
You did this? You swallowed a coin? Are you dead?
This is the highlight of Evie's life, I feel. Bringing this up here. So when I was like 5, I forget why, I like swallowed a nickel. My parents like gave me a nickel. I forget. Oh, because I was going to a baseball game the next day, and you could buy warheads. Each warhead, like candy, was like 5 cents.
Oh hell yeah!
My parents were like, oh, we found a nickel. Here you go. And I don't know why, because I was a 5-year-old idiot, and I like, I put it in my mouth and I swallowed it. My parents were so worried. My mom took me in the hospital, and the doctor said you'll poop it out.
Don't eat coins, guys. Actually, just like a couple, and it will like ruin your stomach. So be careful.
Yeah, I mean, I was 5, but yeah, it was not good.
The next question is, do you collect knives? I don't think I can show knives on stream. I think that's like a TOS thing, right?
I think so. Yeah, it's weird with that.
You can't,
like Twitch is weird with that stuff.
You can't show like guns and stuff, but yeah.
You collect knives?
I used to. Maybe like not actively, but like if I do see a cool knife somewhere, I'm like, you know what? I want that knife, So like I have a very cool ass knife that's currently my favorite knife. I would love to show it on stream. It's like golden. It has like roses on it. It's like very nicely like weighted. It's like such a beautiful knife. Yeah, I love knives. I used to collect swords too, but mostly knives, yeah.
Got you. Vexy, it was metallic if I recall. It wasn't really good or bad. I also collect. I do collect swords. I have a lot of Lord of the Rings, Legend of Zelda swords. I have a lot of like official game. I have like a lot of like Game of Thrones swords from Renaissance Fair with like the authentic certificate jazz. So I do collect swords.
That's so cool.
I just think they're cool. I just think they're neat. Like I think they're neat. That's why I collect them. So.
I have like Ruby's scythe, from the show Ruby. I do like weapons of like games and stuff, so they're not all like sword related, but it's like cool to have like, I have a whole wall like outside my streaming room. Like when I walk to the bedroom, there's just like weapons all up along the wall, so it's like very cool. Yeah.
Oh, that is cool. That is very cool.
The next question. I'll send y'all a picture of my like favorite knife on Discord. So. Yeah, I'm very proud of it. The next question is, do you have any fears of streaming? Oh, I have one that's extreme. Yeah.
Fears of streaming?
Yeah, fears of streaming. So I am very like, you guys know that I'm very like, I like y'all. I do genuinely see y'all as friends, and there are times where I we'll do streams and have done streams where it's like, hey, let's do a like voice chat with viewers. And I'm very afraid that one day that's gonna like ruin it all, and then I'm gonna take away like, one bad person's gonna ruin it for everyone, at least for a very long time, is that somebody's gonna say something like racist on the like voice call. Which is why I don't allow like people that I just met on the voice call, only like viewers that I've known for quite a while. But like, it could still happen. Like they could just sabotage or whatever. So I'm very like, that's my biggest fear of streaming.
I've had that happen before. They just like to say the racist words. So I have to like delete those VODs. What I've done now is whenever I stream like Among Us, my voice chat, I'll have it that it'll be one person, which is me in there. And then there's a waiting voice chat. So I'll drag people in so no one can hop in there. And if it's someone new, one of two things will happen. A mod will kind of like vet them out, talk to them. If not, I will mute my audio for stream so that stream can't hear Discord. And I'll bring the person in there, and I'll just, I don't tell anyone that. I mean, like, you're all hearing me say this now, but like a troll's not gonna, so like, I'll like, and it's happened a few times where like, they've said it, and I'd be like, ha, I knew it, Twitch can't hear you, and then we'd ban them, and it would be fine then, So like, that's what I would recommend personally.
That's so big brain. Okay, yeah. Thank you for the wisdom, Rai. And Vexy, yeah, I know you've told me about that. It's just, yeah, you can only like know somebody pretty much.
Yeah.
Shadow asks, why shouldn't you ban Smug again? You know, Smug knows what they did. Looking all their Smug aura mocks me. Okay, I just can't do it. No, I love Smug though. I banned Smug. I've banned Smug like 4 times already in the past week on Discord. It's fun. It's just the big bonk, you know.
Oh boy, don't ban me.
I won't. The next question is by Evie. Why am I short? And this is actually the final question. Why am I
asking
short?
why you're Eevee? Why are you short? Eevee is probably just genetics. I mean, you are an Eevee, so the Eevee Pokemon like aren't that tall, which is okay. So that's probably why you're short for that reason, you know.
You're also quite young. You got some time to like
Yeah,
evolve.
so-
you know, we'll throw you like
Fair.
a stone or something, or maybe like it'll be nighttime. You'll become an Umbreon. Maybe you gotta kind of like be vibing with us though. So yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's all good, Eevee.
I'm 5'8", okay? I get it. That's fine. I think I'm a fine height. I love the way I am, so I do not care.
5'8's fine.
However, I'm not like actually like sensitive about my height. I don't really care. However, I will say when I buy a flight ticket that is cheap and I'm like in economy, I definitely have that leg room, okay? So it's okay. Sometimes it's like I wish I could stretch it out more, but I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna be here for 3 hours. It is not that bad, you know. So it's like, you know.
No, that's
You know?
fair. No, I totally
Right.
got you. Eevee, you can evolve without using a stun. You can evolve like the Espeon Umbreon way. So, just saying, like, comments revoked.
And Sylveon.
Yeah, exactly.
You might have a fairy move in you.
That's fair. That's fair.
But that was it for the Q&As. Rye, I'm cool with just chilling, but it is getting fairly late. I know it's like past midnight for you.
It's like, yeah, it's 12:40. I'm probably gonna do a good old roly-poly out of here.
Please, okay, everyone, real quick, before we head out, go check out my boy Rye. Here he is. Here's the information. Twitch.tv/Ryvytalize. Rye, what else do you like outside of Twitch? Is there any other like content or post and do?
Yeah, no.
Oh, Rye also has a Twitter and it's pretty cringe. So
Yeah,
sometimes
yeah.
he
I mean,
posts.
I have a Twitter. Yeah, I haven't done anything on TikTok really at all. So I don't have like a TikTok. No, I mean, you know, nope. I'm pretty. I'm a lame slice of bread. So.
You're a beautiful slice of bread. Get out of here. You're cool as hell. Ryvytalize, anime pro tag, the wholesome homie. I promise you, you go into Rye's stream any moment. He's doing like these cool like effects, talking to you, giving you the toast to roast, becoming your best friend on the spot, inspiring you to be the better person. Go check out my boy. And yeah, that's gonna be it. I appreciate everyone for stopping by. Again, if you enjoyed the content, follow me on Twitch or subscribe to the YouTube channel. Every small bit helps. And yeah, stay kind, be bonkin'.